There are many instances of a son following in his father's footsteps. But what about a son who follows in his father's grappling moves? He's 18-year-old Eden Bernstein, the high school graduate wrestling in his first Maccabiah games. Eden's the son of Evan Bernstein. Evan competed in the 1981 and 85 Maccabiah games for the United States. Plus, Evan wrestled in the 1988 Olympics for Israel. Evan moved to Israel, joined the military, met his wife Ora, had children, and then returned to the United States in 1999. It was through his dad Evan that young Eben Bernstein found a passion for this sport.
He let me try wrestling out in about 5th grade, and I wasn't too serious about it at first, and the more I wrestled, I got a little bit better as the years went on, and eventually I started revolving my life kind of around it.
Having such an accomplished father left an impression on Ed, both for his wrestling prowess and his humility.
He's very modest. He doesn't like to show me all of his videos and stuff like that. He keeps it on the table, but yeah, I've seen a couple, a match or two.
What's it like following in a very successful father's footsteps in the very same sport?
It's awesome because he has so much helpful insight, and he has so many things he can show me, and he also coaches me a lot, and he's a big part of how I got here today.
To top off this father-son connection, Glenn Goodman, the coach of Team USA Wrestling, was a former teammate of Eben's dad when they were both in the Maccabiah games. What's it like for Glenn to coach the son of a former Maccabiah teammate?
It's a pleasure, and I was very excited when I knew this was going to happen. The Maccabiah, I think, has a lot to do with family and tradition, and it's certainly exciting to see Evan's son, Eden, here competing.
How do they compare as wrestlers?
I think they're quite comparable. I see a lot of this of the father and the son's wrestling. And another thing that was real neat is watching them at the trials, where the father was coaching the son at the trials. It was awesome.
And it'll be awesome for Evan to find out that his 18-year-old son made it to the finals in the 74-kilo weight division. But his opponent is beyond tough. He's 25-year-old former Ivy League star out of Harvard, Max Meltzer. And Meltzer's also an assistant coach for Team USA Wrestling. How does young Eben feel about battling someone with so much experience?
A wrestling match is a wrestling match. It's the same. No matter who you're wrestling, you should wrestle the same way. And it is intimidating. It's probably natural that I'd be a little intimidated, but I don't think it's affected the way I wrestled so far. It's just my matches have been a little bit tougher.
You're taking on Eben Bernstein, an 18-year-old, looks up to you. You're the assistant coach. What type of advantage will you have on him?
Well, I've wrestled in international competitions before. I've been through college, so I've got a distinct advantage on him. The one thing that he might have is a little bit of a size advantage because this is his natural weight. Normally I would compete at 66 kilograms, but for this I wanted to enjoy myself, enjoy the experience, so I decided to bump up. But hopefully we can enjoy the match. I know it'll be hard fought. He's a young rising star, that's for sure, so I think it'll be a good experience for both of us.
I think it's going to be a great match. They're pretty evenly matched, but I'm not making a hard and fast prediction. I just want them to compete and have a great time.
Coming up next year at the Maccabiah Wrestling venue in Ashdod, the 74-kilo All-American Championship between 18-year-old fresh out of high school Eben Bernstein and former Ivy League star out of Harvard All-American Max Meltzer. Eden Bernstein in the red, Max Meltzer in the blue, feeling each other for position control. It's 1 point for a takedown, 2 points for having his back vulnerable on the mat. You get 3 for a flip, still fighting for control. Foot drag, but Meltzer won't go down so easily, still no point. And now they want him back up on the mat. No point was given. Power drive, and he knocked him out of bounds. Meltzer did, gets a point. Second period just underway. Max Meltzer with a 1-point lead. Obviously an even match. Still struggling for control. And a power drive out of bounds. And Meltzer gets the point as he takes down Bernstein. That was a point. Now Bernstein is on top. Trying to get him on his back. Now they have to both get up into position as the second period is close to finishing. Less than 30 seconds to go in the period. Tries to wrap that leg around, won't go. 5 seconds to go in the period. And a takedown for Meltzer just at the 2-minute mark. Now we're going to see the winner is Max Meltzer by points. That's his second win in 2 matches against Eden Bernstein.
I thought it was a really tough match. First period was obviously very close, and then the second period got opened up a little bit, but definitely hard fought. And for him being an incoming college freshman, I think it was definitely a great match, and he's got a very bright future.
I can't be too hard on myself. He's an experienced wrestler. He's very accomplished. Just out here having fun, you know.
And that wraps up our coverage from the Maccabiah Wrestling venue in Ashdod. I'm Steve Grad. Thank you for watching on JLTV.